Hey, good morning students. Now in today's video, we are going to learn the next kind of a polynomial, that is a Bessel polynomial, which you have already studied in the TYPSC. So let's go for the next kind of polynomial, that is Bessel function. And this Bessel function is denoted by letter Jn of x, right? So this Bessel function you have already studied in the TYPSC, and hence you will find this more easy. So we'll go quickly for Bessel function. The method is the same again. You must know the Bessel differential equation, then it's a generating function. It's a Rodriguez formula, but this has no Rodriguez formula. The properties of Bessel function and orthogonality property, right? And so let's go first for what is the Bessel differential equation. So the Bessel differential equation is x square y double dash plus xy dash plus n square minus x square into y is equals to 0, or x square minus n square. X square minus n square into y equals to 0. So this is the Bessel differential equation, and the general solution of Bessel differential equation is, what is this? This is a differential equation, and each differential equation has a general solution, and its a general solution is written as y is equals to a into j n of x plus b into j minus n of x, right? This is the general solution, and this j n of x, where j n of x and j minus n of x both are called as Bessel function of first kind and Bessel function of second kind respectively. So j n of x is the Bessel function of first kind, and this j minus n of x is called as Bessel function of second kind. This j minus n of x is also called as qn of x, right? This is also denoted by letter qn of x, and hence I can write one more relation for the general solution of Bessel differential equation is a into jn of x plus b into qn of x. Both are one and the same, only the difference is j minus n of x is also denoted by letter qn of x, right? This j n of x and qn of x has a relations, both has a relation, but we are not, this is not point of interest now. Bessel function of second kind we are not going to study, so let us write the relation only for j n of x, because Bessel function of first kind is the point of interest for us today, right? So the relation for j n of x is written as j n of x, and this j n of x is equals to, this is equals to x raised to power n x raised to power n 2 raised to n into square root of n plus 1, square root of n plus 1 into 1 minus x square upon 2 into 2n plus 2 plus alternate plus minus sign x raised to 4 by 2 into 4 into 2n plus 2 into 2n plus 4 minus dot dot dot. So this continues, right? So this is the relation for Jn of x, and in more simplified way, this Jn of x is written as, I will write now here. So this Jn of x, this is equals to, how one can simplify this? This is written as summation r runs from, because this can be written as in terms of a summation r runs from 0 to infinity minus 1 raised to r divided by r factorial into n plus r factorial into r by 2 raised to power 2n plus r divided by r by 2 raised to power n plus 2r, n plus 2r divided by 1 factorial. That is nothing, right? So I will rewrite it again. So Jn of x is equals to summation r run from 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to r divided by r factorial into n plus r factorial into r by 2 raised to power n plus 2r, right? N plus 2r. So this is the relation for Bessel function for the first kind, Jn of x, right? It has a generating function, and the generating function is given by g of xt for the Bessel function is equals to e raised to power x by 2 into t minus 1 by t minus 1 by t equals to summation, this is equals to summation n run from minus infinity to plus infinity into Jn of x into t raised to n. This is the relation for generating function. So this is very much important to us to obtain the next few polynomials, right? And as you have studied this Bessel function of the first kind in the earlier standard, so you are quite familiar with this, and therefore I am not going to spend more time on this Bessel function of the first kind. You can search out for the Bessel function of first kind, use the various reference book and study more deep about the Bessel function of first kind. So let us go for the properties of the Bessel function of the first kind. Let us obtain some first few j naught of x, j1 of x or j2 of x by using this relation. So let us use this relation j n of x, that is Bessel function of the first kind, for n equals to 0, 1, 2, etc. and let's obtain that. So if you put the n equals to 0 value here, you will get j n of x. So sorry, j naught of x. J naught of x or j 0 of x is equals to summation r run from minus infinity to plus infinity. Sorry, r runs from 0 to infinity, and minus 1 raised to 0, that means 1, divided by 0 factorial is 1, minus 1 raised to r, n is 0, no? R is not 0, r is varying, so r factorial into n plus r factorial, that means r factorial, and r by 2 raised to power n plus 2r, that means 2r, isn't it? So we got this kind of a relation, and this can be written as, by putting the values of r 0, 1, 2, etc., because r varies from 0 to infinity. So j naught of x is equals to minus 1 raised to 0, that means 1, divided by 0 factorial, half raised to power, this is 0. So this will give you 1 only. So I will write this as a 1, plus next is minus 1 raised to 1, that means we will get the negative sign, minus times 1 factorial, so 1 factorial is 1 only, and r is 1, that means 1 half raised to power 2, isn't it? So we got this relation, right? This is not r, this is x, sorry, this is x, so we'll get here x only, right? So x raised to power 0 is 1 only, there is no problem, but here we will get x by 2 raised to power 2, plus next is minus 1 raised to power 3 upon, this is 0, 1, and we are putting now r is equals to 2. So minus 1 raised to 2 upon 2 factorial into 2 factorial. So 2 factorial square I can say, into x by 2 raised to power 4. Right? Minus 1 raised to 2, that means you will get the positive sign only, negative, and you will get the next kind of relations in this way. And thus finally you will get x naught of x is equals to 1 minus 1 upon 1 factorial, right, and x square divided by 2 square, I will write as it is, plus, of course here you will get the plus sign, and 1 upon x raised to power 4 divided by 2 factorial square. Here also you can introduce 1 factorial square, there is no issue, and 2 factorial square into 2 raised to power 4. From this relation you can write the next one also, minus next will be x raised to power 6, 2 factorial raised to power, not 2 factorial, here you will get 3 factorial square, 3 factorial square and 2 raised to 6. Plus next kind of relations you will get this in this way. So this is the j naught of x. Similarly, you can obtain the j1 of x by putting n is equals to 1. And if you put j equals to 1, n equals to 1, you will get j1 of x is equals to, put n is equal to 1 first here, and you will get summation r run from 0 to infinity minus 1 raised to r divided by r factorial. I will write square, sorry, not r factorial square, r factorial into, n has not a 0 value now, 1 plus r factorial, because we are putting the value of n equals to 1, and into x by 2 raised to power 1 plus 2r, right? And if we expand this by putting the values of r from 0 to infinity, if you put r is equals to 0, you will get 1 upon 1 factorial, that means 1 only, 1 upon 1 factorial into x by 2 raised to power 1, plus if you put r is equals to 1, you will get minus 1 raised to 1 divided by 1 factorial into 2 factorial into x by 2 raised to power 3, plus next relation will get minus 1 raised to 2 factorial into 3 factorial x by 2 raised to power 1 plus 2 into 2, that means 5, plus you will get the next kind of terms in this way. So if you simplify, you will get j1 of x is equals to x by 2, and here you will get negative sign, minus 1 raised to 1, that means negative x cube divided by 2 factorial into 2 cube, plus minus 1 square, that means positive x raised to power 5 divided by 2 factorial into 3 factorial into 2 raised to power 5, plus of course you will get negative, alternate plus minus sign and odd powers. So here you will get x raised to power 7 divided by 2 factorial into here some factorials into 2 raised to power 7. So this kind of relations you will get. Thus we got j1 of x, and you please obtain the next few Bessel function j2 of x and j3 of x, right? And now we'll go for the properties of the Bessel function. Properties of the Bessel function. Now let's go for the properties of the Bessel function, and the first property of the Bessel function is prove that jn plus 1 of x, jn plus 1 of x is equals to, this is equals to 2n by x jn of x minus j n minus 1 of x. This kind of properties you can find in the reference books, or I don't know, you might have studied this property in the TYBSc also. And the same method we are going to use to prove this property, which we have used in the earlier some polynomials. if this is the property, there is no dash anywhere, that means you have to differentiate the given generating function of the polynomial with respect to t. If there is a dash, differentiate with respect to x. So let us consider the generating function of Jn of x. And what is the generating function for Jn of x? Generating function is e raised to x by 2 into t minus 1 by t, and this is equals to summation n runs from minus infinity to plus infinity Jn of x t raised to power n. So let us say this is our equation number 1, right? Now differentiate this equation with respect to t. So I can say differentiate with respect to t. And if you differentiate with respect to t, what we will get? We will get e raised to x. Differentiation of e raised to power is e raised to power only, into differentiation of this exponent is equals to x by 2 is a constant, and differentiation of t is 1 minus differentiation of 1 by t, that is 1 by x, is equals to minus times 1 upon x square. So minus minus will become plus, and this will be 1 upon t square, and this is equals to summation n run from minus infinity to plus infinity. Now Jn of x is acting as a constant, and t raised to n, differentiation is n t raised to n minus 1. So we got this kind of a relation. Now I can write e raised to x by t into t minus 1 by t, that means it's a generating function, and for this I can use this summation Jn of x t raised to n, right? So I will rewrite this summation n run from minus infinity to plus infinity Jn of x into t raised to n t raised to n into x by 2 into x by 2 1 plus 1 by t I can write as t square plus 1 by t square, and this is equals to right hand side as it is. No change, right? Now what we will do here is I can shift this t square on the right hand side, and I can multiply by this Jn of x t raised to n to this bracket, that is t square plus 1, and we will get something different in the next step. So let us do that. And I will shift not only t square, I will shift this x by 2 also on other side, and if I shift this x by 2 and this t square on other side, we will get this t square by x at the will be multiplied, and therefore I can say I will not use now this summation. So in the next step we will get Jn of x t raised to n into t square plus 1, and this is equals to 2t square by x into Jn of x n t raised to n minus 1. right? So let's expand this again. So we will get Jn of x into t raised to power n plus 2 plus Jn of x t raised to power 1 n, and this is equals to, this will be as it is. I will write this n here, 2n by x into Jn of x t raised to power n minus 1 and this plus 2. So 2 minus 1 is 1. This will be n plus 1. Right? Hope you understood up to this. Isn't it? Yes. Now what is the next step? Next step is only to make the t raised to power common, t raised to power n, so that t raised to n gets cancelled, because we do not have t raised to n anywhere. And to do that, put n plus 2 or replace n plus 2 by n, and this implies that you need to put n is equals to n minus 2 wherever is n plus 2, and put n plus 1 or replace n plus 1 by n. This implies that you should put the value of n equals to n minus 1 in the term where there is t raised to n plus 1, and rewrite the equation. So equation will get, here t raised to n plus 2 is there, so replace n by n minus 2. So we will get here n minus 2, j n minus 2 of x is equals to t raised to n plus j n of x t raised to n, and this is equals to, now here n plus 1 is there, so n is replaced by n minus 1. So 2 times n minus 1 of x into j n minus 1 of x into t raised to power n, right? So this t raised to n, t raised to n, t raised to n gets cancelled with each other, right? And what we will get is, we got here j n minus 1 n minus 2 of x plus j n of x is equals to 2 times n minus 1 by x into j n minus 1 of x. But if you observe the given property, this is not the property which we are looking for. We got something different kind of equation, and therefore you must do some, we need to put something again for these values, so that we will get the required equation. And the required equation, to get the required equation, what we should do is, we should put the value of n equals to, n must be replaced by n plus 1, right? So that here we will get 2n by x, right? So let's do that. And if here is n plus 1, so we will get, this is n plus 1 minus 2, that means j n minus 1 of x plus j n plus 1 of x, and this is equals to 2 times n plus 1 minus 1, so 2n by x into j n of x. Now let us check. Here is the j n of x and its coefficient is 2n by x, that is okay. And you are having j n minus 1 of x, negative 10. If you shift this on other side, we'll get this, and jn plus 1, that's okay. So we got this property. I can rewrite this as jn plus 1 of x is equals to 2n by x into jn of x minus jn minus 1 of x. So this is the property that we are looking for. And hope you have understood this property. Next property we are going to study in the next video. So we'll stop now here. Thank you.